Thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Mitsubishi here. In today's video, we'll check out this. We're inside of the brand new 2025 GAS Outlander, and it comes with updated interior, updated exterior. There's a lot of elements new to this Outlander. So one of them, obviously, we have new interior, brick brown, has cooled seats as well, new center console, and one of the biggest things is this new infotainment system. It's 12.3 inches, and we gotta say the screen is a lot bigger than the old generation, the old style, and it makes a huge impact once you look at the interior overall. Now we have this LCD screen is the main driver screen, and now you have this one here is much larger. Now, great news for all the potential new body style or new facelifted Outlander owners. This 12.3 inch screen now is going to be the same for all Outlanders. Doesn't matter if you have this fully loaded GT Premium or you have a base ES Outlander, all of them will get the same. Also, excellent news for connectivity to Apple and Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Both are wireless now. On the previous body style, only Apple got wireless after a certain trim level, and then Android Auto, even fully loaded, you never got the Apple Android Auto wireless. So now both Apple CarPlay, Android Auto wireless on all trim levels, and the same screen on all trim levels. I like how it looks. You have this knob right here, so it kind of like, you know, right in the middle, right in the center. The previous one was a little bit different. So this one here, I like it a lot. Maybe let's remove this protective film just so we can more clearly see the buttons and everything else. So we have a couple quick things that we can see. So right here we can go night vision or night mode or day mode, and then we have, we can tune different stations. We have these selectors. We can click camera real quick to see what's having what we have on the 360 camera and the front. And in this video we'll spend a good amount of time going through all the features that we can see on the screen here, and we will cover all these buttons, and we'll go into settings. We'll have a look what's going on here, what can we see, and this is going to be a pretty good, useful video, I think, for many people who are considering the new Outlander. There's a lot, and I like the new design. The buttons are very, very responsive, and it visually it looks very good and appealing. Takes a good amount of space in the interior, but it doesn't block a view or anything like that. So I've seen a few cars that they make these big screens and it's kind of like not very intuitively placed, or it's just too large. Okay, let's get going top to bottom. So this one here is the notifications. We don't have anything much going on, so that's why we can move on this home button right here. And on the home button we can see we have these three dots, so we can just browse through and see what we got here going on. So this one is the profile. We have nothing set up here. This one we can see a quick info. We have weather forecasts. We have we can see time, date, and everything else, and we can see some of the navigation information here as well. So it's like a quick overglance of certain things that you have selected. Also here we have the navigation screen on this setting. The navigation part we'll cover a little bit more in the next tab. So the cool thing about this, each of these sections have its own settings menu. So on this one here, the second you go to settings, you can go to connections, and this is where you can add your phone from here, or you can go to system of this clock, navigations, beeps and sounds. So I want to spend a little bit time on beeps and sounds. So again, home, settings, and then sounds and beeps. So what we can do is you can hear this click sound, so that you can take off if you don't want. So it's under volume and beeps, so that will be these button beeps, right? So we turn that off and that's it, we don't have it. I kind of like them. So then we have here audio settings. Now what I want to spend a little time on here, just go over the sound system, and this one has the Yamaha upgraded sound system. We have 12 speakers and subwoofer, and like right here we can see the upgraded Yamaha sound system. I'll make a separate video on Yamaha sound system, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see that video as well. Don't want to miss it. But under the sound systems, we can see the typical settings that you have, and then also there's few more exclusive to this Yamaha sound system. So we can select the sound type depending what we can listen, signature, lively, powerful, relaxing, so it just adjusts how the sound is going to happen. And then you also have the listening position, so you can have it as a passenger, driver. All the system automatically balances depending on your needs. So this one is a good thing to have in mind. So not only you select the type of music you're listening, but you can also automatically select where the sound is going to be distributed and how. Same thing here. So we have surround, we have off, low, high, so whatever. There's a lot of different settings. And two more cool things, or actually three more cool things, is this. So we have speed compensated volume. So as you go faster, slower, the sound is going to compensate itself. We also have these two. It's rain compensating volume. So the vehicle picks up when it's raining. The windshield wipers are working and streaking. So just so you don't lose out the sound quality, automatically that is going to adjust it. And this one here is a big one for the summertime, AC compensated volume. So I think we've all experienced where it's hot, the AC is cranking high, and then you have to manually like adjust your sound and everything else just to hear something on the radio. So this system does it automatically for you if the setting is on. So make sure you check this setting on your car. Again, it's under here, and then you go here, and then under sounds and beeps. Under the general, same thing, we have all kinds of information. You can just take your time, browse it for yourself if you want to. The navigation tab just brings the navigation screen out in full, right? So here we have small little corner like this, navigation. It's a TomTom navigation, brings it in full. Then we can search it, we can do our usual stuff that we can do with the navigation. So this one here is for the music. So same thing, we can just check the source from AM, FM, Bluetooth, all that. And then again, we have the settings button right here, right? So on the setting button, we can go into settings, and then we can also go to audio settings and press that. Okay, where was it? And settings and audio settings. So then here we can see again the sound compensated volume, speed compensated volume, right? So we can see some of those settings right here as well, and we can go to the back to the same shortcuts as we can do on the main menu. For the phones, so this is where you add your devices and see what you have. If there's multiple devices added, you can scroll through them, and again, you have these settings that you're going to go through right here and go directly on the settings tab. And this one here is just like apps and info. Some of this information is going to be duplicate of what you can see on your like home screens right here, but some of it not. So let's say you need to figure it out what the weather is going to be, or where are you currently right now. It doesn't show you the name because we're on a lot here. It doesn't pick up, there's no street name right here, but it'll show you the street name if you just need to tell somebody real quick. You can also see the GPS position, where exactly you are. Some navigations will do that. So very good amount of information that you can tweak on here, and you can see on here depending what you want. Like, I always like these maps to be as one of my default views, because I think just visually it's a lot more appealing. If you go here, not bad either. You have a bit of a navigation, what's what sounds, and if you have device, you'll have your information screen on here as well. So of course you can change your channels here, or with this, doesn't matter what you want to do. So there we go. We just covered basics of this new infotainment system that's 12.3 inches, and it's standard on all the cars. Looks pretty good, I gotta say. I like how it looks. I like the layout. It's very very like fast to click, responsive, and it's very, very good. And we also have a little bit of buttons here for those people who love buttons. I love buttons, so we have them right here. So, and we can click on camera as well. So on camera, by the way, we can adjust some settings as well. So if we go here, I think it was under the general, you can adjust the settings for your camera here. So display settings, you can adjust the brightness, contrast, tint, color, black level, so everything. And you can see, let's try it, right? So if you find it's too dark, you need darker or lighter or whatever, like you can adjust all your camera settings here as well. So not a lot of people know that you can actually adjust that information or that screen, right? So depending what you want to see in here, you have ways to adjust your screen and camera. So there we go. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really like the new interior. The new updates I think are awesome. It looks really good. There's lots of good information here. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you, and see you next time around.